Alright guys, what we're going to work on today, we got this Wards and Western Field model 46 22. Basically this is a Mossberg 42, and the issue we have is the firing pin striker and everything does not work on this. So we'll go ahead and take the bolt apart. You just rotate it 180 degrees, comes out. It's got all your striker and everything for your bolt face. We don't need that because that's not the problem. And if these are very old, they're very tight, but if not, I've already had this one off. You basically just screw this off. There's your cocking piece. Then you have your striker and a striker collar. You have your bolt body. We don't need that. Then basically you have your striker collar, and then you have a spring. You can maneuver that off the pin and then just thread it straight off. That's your striker. I will say that if you have to replace these pins or get a new striker or a new bolt, you have to fit these to each specific rifle. The problem we have is this little collar right here. I don't know if you can see it, and I'll put in some pictures of what it's supposed to look like. There's supposed to be a little piece right here that sticks up, that hooks in to this little recess right here when you put the gun on safe. So basically you'll have a safety notch on here. When you cock the hammer, the striker, it'll hook that little piece into here like so. So basically what you have is you'll be able to cock your bolt, and this piece will, there's a little catch in there that it catches in, and it comes up and rotates out of this little groove, so it allows it to move. And the model 42, this piece right here I've been unable to find. Basically it's just a sleeve with a section cut out of it, and it's made to follow the contours of the bolt, so it will rotate on the striker itself. But if you do find these, and they are around, you can get the ones for the 42, but they're a solid piece, and I'll show you a picture of what that looks like. If you were to put a solid one on, you couldn't get around this little pin right here that works for safety. So basically you would have to get a solid one and relieve this material to where it would look like so. So we got our piece in. Again, this is a bolt for a Wards and Western Field model 46, and this is a striker collar bushing from a Mossberg 42. You can see they'll fit just in there perfectly. That's how that'll fit. What I'm going to take and scribe a line all the way around the inside to where this material needs to be removed. And then we're going to take Mr. Dremel and a cutoff wheel and relieve all that portion out, leaving a little bit proud, and we'll take a file and dress all that up. We'll try to put our striker in. It's not going to go through that pin. We actually have to have that area, you can see that I've scribed out, to match the inside of the bolt, where this can actually rotate around there. So on to the Dremel. Let's get to cutting. So you would actually have your striker that would go in here. We're not putting the spring on just for the ease of showing on the video, but you'd have to put your spring on here and then insert the striker into the bolt, and the piece that we made would have to go over top of it like so, and then this little piece here if I can get it into position. There we go. We'll catch in that groove right there, so when you cock it, then you can put your cocking knob on. And so basically you have it on safe like this, and then when you pull it off safe, it'll allow this pin to slide down through here. But the collar, when it compresses the spring, this collar will hold it in place in that little notch. And now we have to put the spring in. Alright guys, we've made just a little bit more progress. Got just where I think we can clear that. We can compress this down. Alright, we've got our little cocking piece in. I put this down in a padded vise. I took a rifle case and put over top of it. Used a gloved hand, pressed this down, and then used a pick just to push that into that little groove. Because you have to compress that spring and everything. So now when you pull it off and put it on safe, it'll work. And it'll go down in this groove so you can cock the firearm. We'll put our bolt back on. Bolt just goes in, and then you can rotate it 180 degrees to where it needs to be. We'll get the firearm. Now we can replace our bolt. Have to pull the trigger to start it. And you see it's in that safety notch. Has to be down in that groove. And we should be able to cock it now. And we'll test it. Alright, we'll put us a empty case in here. As you can see, she works.